morning and welcome to this wonderfully happy occasion. I formally declare this congregation of the University of Portsmouth open. Please be seated.
Chancellor, I certify that all those presented at this ceremony have successfully completed their studies and have satisfied all the conditions and requirements of the university.
By the authority of the university, I confirm that all those who are duly qualified are hereby admitted to the awards for which they are presented.
Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates from the Institute of Criminal Justice Studies. And for the Bachelor of Science in Counter Fraud and Criminal Justice Studies, Kevin Forrest. Wayne Haynes. And with first class honours, Deborah Lawson. Nicola Niven. Diane Stewart. Kolawole Ajosi. For the Bachelor of Science in Crime and Criminology, Jennifer Bray. Yvonne Brown-Campbell. Barbara Wendy Dyer. Jessica Fail. And with first class honours, Anne Ledger. Jessica Rodriguez. Lindsay Smith. Janice Spruzinix. Stephen Tuck. Edward Waller. Emma Wiltshire. Adam Worth. And for Bachelor of Science in Policing and Investigation, Scott Clark. Gary Jacobs. And with first class honours and winner of the Tom Williamson Memorial Prize for Distance Learning undergraduate, Erica Valberg. And for the award of Bachelor of Science in Risk and Security Management, Paul Anstey. And with first class honours, Dawn Brennan. James Flood. And with first class honours, Adam Goldie. Craig Grice. Kadir Kiani. And with first class honours, Martin Nicholas. Neil Peacock. Owen Radley.
Wasn't that great? Well, look at you, you did it! Yes, fantastic, how brilliant. And I expect what you want most at this moment is a really long speech from a small woman dressed as a wizard. Well, I'll try and cut to the chase and provide a potted version of a few of the things I would pass on to you. First of all, can I address the mature students who have graduated today, quite a number. You don't need any advice from me. You have already made the brilliant decision of continuing your education, and I salute you. Let's hear it for the mature students who graduated. Now, what about you brilliant young people? Well, first of all, you are brilliant young people, and don't let anyone in the older generation tell you otherwise. I have every faith in you and can only apologize from the bottom of my heart for the many messes my generation has been responsible for. So here's a few things I would suggest to you. First of all, be in the moment. Well, what does that mean? Well, instead of tweeting and texting people who are not with you that you're having a wonderful time, try having a wonderful time with the people you're actually with. Sometimes that may even be your parents, and now that you are officially grown up, you may be shocked to discover there is more to them than you thought. If eventually you have kids of your own, can I just pass on my own simple rule of thumb? Never have more children than you have car windows. So. Parents, quick note to you. There may be also more to your kids than you thought. And you will soon discover this, as even children with a degree are unlikely to leave home, so good luck with that. Take the time to consider others. If you don't, then one day they may well fail to consider you. If you have religion in your life, that's a marvelous thing. I hope it brings you comfort, but please use it for good and not to set yourself above or apart from anyone else. At the core of all religion is a single word, and that word is love. Have passion and compassion in equal measure. Don't dwell on your failures. Learn from them. You know, if you're running a race and you fall over a stick, standing and staring at the stick is not going to help you to finish the race. If you ever have a job which bores you rigid, please leave. Life is too short, and never settle for anything less than passion in choosing a partner. You deserve the best, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Any more? Beauty. Oh, you all look so beautiful today, and that's because you're young. So here's the bad news. It's not going to last. Boys, your hair is going to go. Girls, you don't even want to know what's going to go. But here is the good news. Your inner beauty knows no bounds. Always remember that your brain and your store of knowledge, even with a degree, is simply in its infancy. Think of the books that there are to read, the music there is to listen to, the art that you will get lost in. Seek it out, never stop learning. I envy you the journey ahead. And fight for what you believe in. You know, it might seem odd to you, but nothing pleases me more than young people in a rage. Life is nothing without passion, And if you are passionate about things, then sometimes you will need to get angry. You know, a few years ago, there were protests in London by students about the appalling increase in university fees which your generation has suffered. And my son was 16 at the time. He phoned me up and asked me if he could participate. And I said, darling, here is a key thing you need to learn about protesting. You don't ask your mother, you just get on with it. I'm not inciting you to protest about anything today. That would make me the worst Chancellor on the planet. And it's far too wonderful an occasion, but I am encouraging you, I'm urging you to participate, particularly at the moment, in what happens in the world. At the same time, please allow for the possibility that you might be mistaken. It is politicians with entrenched views and closed minds who have landed us where we are today. Listen as much as you lecture. And here's a hard thing to know. Remember, it is possible to be smart and still have a very big streak of stupid, okay? So there was an early 20th century Russian physician called Alexander Bogdanov, and he experimented with blood transfusions in search of eternal youth. After 11 transfusions, which he performed on himself, he declared that he had suspended his balding and improved his eyesight. In fact, he had infected himself with both malaria and tuberculosis and died shortly afterwards. So just watch out for your own personal streak of stupid. I'm running out of time, which is a common feeling at my age, so I'm going to leave you with this, and that's for all of you, all of us in the room, actually. Sometimes rough things happen, but you can get through them. I think about the great Beethoven. His Ode to Joy is possibly my favorite piece of music, and it comes, of course, from the Ninth Symphony. It is a work of genius. By the time the symphony was ready to be performed, Beethoven had gone deaf, and what an irony in life. He never heard that wonderful piece of music. Nevertheless, on the night of the premiere, he was seen running through the streets of Vienna, shouting, "Grab life by the throat." Do that, for that is the best advice of all. Go change the world. It wants doing. Many congratulations. I formally declare this congregation of the University of Portsmouth closed. Please be upstanding.